Guys, so I'm back for another video, and yeah, this top and this makeup may seem a little bit familiar because there's another video with this in it, but I decided I wanted to do a few videos wearing the same makeup but change up the lips. So hopefully you guys don't mind it. There is a tutorial for this. This is my smoky eye, traditional smoky eye using black eyeshadows. So I'll leave a link below once that's posted, so you can definitely check out that video if you're interested in seeing the makeup look. But this video, from the title you can tell it's another tag video, and I have 3 tag videos to get through that I have been tagged in. I finally got tagged. Yes! Score 1 for me. I got tagged in a video. Yeah, so I am very late on these tag videos, but better late than never, right? And I've been wanting to do these tag videos, and the fact that I was tagged, hello, score. So the tag that I'm doing is the beauty scenario tag, if you couldn't already tell by the title, and I was tagged by my friend here on YouTube, Dawn, from What Dawn Did in Heels, and she does more lifestyle videos, outfit type videos. She is a UK blogger, vlogger, all that good stuff, so definitely check her out. I will leave links to her video that she did for the tag, and also her channel, so you can check her out, because if you're interested in comedy and you like a nice positive girl, yeah, definitely check her out. She's funny and fun, and she is really nice, and I like having her as like a YouTube friend. You know how people talk about they have YouTube friends? Well, she's one of my YouTube friends, so definitely check her out. And thank you, Dawn, for tagging me. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I'm cool now. I'm one of the cool kids. I got tagged. So let's just jump into the questions. So the first question is, you have to get rid of all your foundations and you can only keep 1 high-end and 1 drugstore. Which do you keep? So that is truly not nice for you to be throwing out people's foundations, but drugstore, I know I can tell you right off the bat, it would be my L'Oreal Paris Magic Nude Liquid Powder foundation, which is the only foundation I've ever tried from the drugstore that actually isn't terrible, didn't freak my skin out, and actually worked pretty decently. So I like this foundation. It's a liquid powder. It's great for oily skin because it leaves your skin matte, and it's a lightweight coverage, so it's great for the summertime, oily skin, summertime, not too much coverage if you don't have too much cover. So definitely this, and then I'd wear that, day to day through my everyday, shenanigans. And then for the high-end, I would reserve the high-end for special occasion makeup. So it would definitely have to be a luxury makeup that makes my skin look great. And that would be my Lingerie de Peau from Guerlain. Now, the problem with these, the shade range is very limited. You can barely find your shade. And so I feel a little bad saying I'd keep this, but at the same time it's one of my favorite luxury high-end foundations, and it looks really good on the skin. And if you wear this for a special occasion, it photographs beautifully. It's not cakey, it's not fully matte, it's a nice skin type finish. It's beautiful. I love this foundation. It's glowy without being glowy, so it works for my oily skin. And I use the shade 24 or 25, whichever one I can grab. But I just mix them and I get my perfect shade. So I'd keep this one for special occasions. Now, number 2, you go to an interview and the lady interviewing you has lipstick on her teeth. Do you approach the subject or ignore it completely? Well, for me, let's see. I would ignore it completely, because I'll tell you why. Not because I'm mean and not because I don't want her to know, because it is awful to have lipstick on your teeth and no one tells you. That's like having boogers in your nose or snot in your eyes and nobody tells you. Like, there's something on my face, please tell me. You might have to nudge me one away and be like, yo, come here, let me tell you something on your face. But it's not me being mean that I wouldn't tell her, because if I was in my right mind, I would tell her. But in an interview situation, I don't know, I have never said this to you guys, but I freak out. I panic. I am so nervous in interviews. Like, if it's especially something that is like a big deal, like I'm going out for a job that I really want, I freak out, I panic, and I go into this zone where I don't see I don't see people up close. like it it's funny as hell. I get so nervous, I get tunnel vision. So, and not tunnel vision like I only see that person, but tunnel vision like I'm literally looking down into a tunnel. So it's like a cone happens and this person gets like pushed out and I barely see them, like a little dot in the distance. Like that's how, I mean, I don't know what the hell is happening, but that's how my brain reacts. I zoom out and like this person is in a little box by themselves and they're so far away from me, and even the voices I hear are like they're far away from me. It's so weird. So that's the only reason I probably wouldn't tell her, because I'd be so in interview mode that I wouldn't even know what the hell's going on. I wouldn't be focused on that. I'd be so focused on getting it done and saying the right things. My life, my things. Number 3, you're not feeling yourself and need a pick-me-up. Which lipstick do you put on to make yourself feel beautiful? Now, this question is not really good for me because lip products are the last products that I even contemplate putting on my face. Like they're the last thing I put on. I'll do everything else and then the lip product is like a last thought, like, oh crap, I need something to put on my lips, and then I just go for like a nude lipstick or a nude gloss, something easy, right? And most of the times I go without lipstick. So that question doesn't really suit me and I would be lying if I tried to answer it or force an answer. So I'm gonna change it up a bit and say what makeup item I would give me a pick-me-up, and that would be brows. If I'm not feeling like myself, then it would be my brows. I've been obsessed with brows from day one, and if you've seen my very first video, my very first video was about eyebrows, and that was my what do you call that? That was my window into the makeup world. That started everything. The minute the thing that got me into makeup was eyebrows and filling them in. And I started filling them in, and then the floodgates opened. I was just obsessed from there. So it would be filling in my brows to give me a pick-me-up and to make me feel more like myself. So that's my answer to that question, even though I know it's not really the question, but that makes more sense to me and my personality. So number 4, you go back in time for a day in your teenage years. How would you do your hair and makeup differently? So this is an easy question for me because I didn't wear makeup in my teenage years. Alright, I wore a little bit, like I wore mascara a little bit and then eyeliner where I'd line my waterline, but that was it. And I didn't wear lipstick, I didn't wear foundation, I didn't do blush and bronzer and any of those, you know, crazy mistakes that people can, you know, mess up in your teenage years when you're just learning. You do too much blush, you do too much of this, or you use the wrong foundation. I never had those issues because all I literally did was use mascara and eyeliner. Not winged eyeliner either, because heaven forbid I try that. Just my rim, I would line my rim, which actually looked fine. And I would wear the thing that I did in the 90s. You guys remember this, right? If you're a 90s, if you grew up in the 90s, I had the really juicy lip gloss. Like it looked like it was wet, and we would just glob that on and just, we'd look shiny as hell. But you know what? It was in, and I was okay with that. I was really okay with that. Maybe the only thing I would have changed makeup wise or face wise would be my eyebrows, because my eyebrows, they were the thinnest things ever. You know, 90s again, 90s, not babies, 90s, who grew up in the 90s would know. The thin eyebrows, like they were razor thin. I don't know what the hell we were thinking, but it was razor thin. Like that's the only thing I'd probably change, is to make my brows a little bit fuller, like keep their natural shape. But again, it was like the thing, and it wasn't a big deal because it didn't look totally awful. It just looked much different from now, but I would have probably just changed that. But even that I like because I was in with the times. And I used to do my friends' eyebrows too. We used to shave our eyebrows, not even tweeze, because tweezing hurt like hell. So we would shave our eyebrows, and I had the little barber razor. Yeah, I used to shave them eyebrows, and they would come to me like, Tina, do my eyebrows, and I used to do a serious job. They remember I used to get them eyebrows on point, on fleek, as we say now. No, them used to, They were on point. I did them like for real. And then hair wise, what would I've done with my hair? In my teens and early 20s, I did crazy hair. I went really super short. Like I had the what's your name? What's your name again? Halle Berry short hairstyle. I had the short hairstyle. I had the shaved head back, and my brother cuts hair. He's a barber, so he would give me the designs in the back. What? Wanna know about me? My ear to turn up. And then I had no problems coloring my hair all different colors. Well, no, I shouldn't say all different colors. I went platinum blonde when it was really short, because that was alright, because it would grow anyway. I went platinum blonde, and I would do highlights, and I did like the cranberry, not cranberry. Yeah, I'm gonna do a cranberry too. I remember I colored my friend's hair too. Rowena, remember that? I colored your hair. And I had curly hair, but I relaxed my hair, so my hair was relaxed. That was, I mean, there's not much different I would have done with my hair either. Like, that was my time to explore. I would have probably done more crazy hair colors, like the blue and the really bright pink and the really bright red, like, because right now I can't do it because I'm in a corporate environment. I really can't try to go with bold orange hair to work. Like, where am I going? I'm going to a meeting with a client? No, So I can't do crazy hair now. So maybe I would have just said, do crazier things, go crazy with your hair, do the most with your hair, because now is the time to have fun. So yeah, I mean, it was long-winded just to answer that question, but yeah, you get it, right? You get it, yeah. So number 5, you ask your hairdresser for a shoulder length Pixie Lott haircut, but they hair wrong and give you a pixie cut. Do you A, smile, say thank you and leave and call your mom hysterical? Or B, cry in the chair and things get awkward? Or even C, complain to the manager and demand a refund? First of all, I needed to Google who Pixie Lott was, and then I saw her pictures. I think this is a UK tag, but I saw her picture and she had like a, you know, a shoulder length bob. Okay, fine. First of all, hold on. If my hairdresser even slightly goes near to my scalp to do any kind of cutting where I have problems, no miss, no. Even a trim, I am so controlling about my hair when I go to the hairdresser. If I'm coloring, or if they're doing highlights or something, or processing my hair some way, alright, do your thing. You're the master, you know what I mean? But cutting my hair, no, I am a drill sergeant. I'm like, listen, no. 1 little inch, no, trim, not cut, stop. I am so obsessed with growing my hair out and not having anyone cut it. So I would be that Nazi up there like, wait, stop, where are you going with the scissors? So I probably wouldn't even get that far. She wouldn't even end up getting me a pixie cut, because the moment she says snip, no, the Lord is with you, Jesus, take the case, because you won't be cutting my hair. And then they usually start in the back, so if she did end up cutting like a back piece, she would have to stop right there, and then, you know, I'd have to awkwardly grow that out, but she'd have to stop right there, and I would complain and be like, no, she cut my hair, I'm never tell her I said that want. So I would not pay. That's just, no, no, we're not paying for it. But she wouldn't get to finish the cut, so it wouldn't matter, because then, you know, I'm definitely not gonna sit there and smile and be like, oh my god, no, my talk up for myself, my talk up, no, no dare. Number 6, your friend surprises you for a 4-day city break and you have 1 hour to pack. Which do-it-all palette do you pack in your makeup bag? So this is not as difficult as I thought it would be. If I really had 1 hour to pack, I would be able to pack more than one palette. But since y'all forcing me to pack one palette, I can pick a palette that is a neutral palette that still has some pops of color. I can do a smoky eye, I can do a daytime look, I can do fun looks with it, but I'd probably just do a regular neutral eye for the 4-day stay. So I'd probably bring my Too Faced chocolate bar palette and yeah, call it a day. It's easy, it's quick, it has my neutrals, and I'd probably just really keep it neutral for the entire trip. And then I also have dark colors, so I can do a more fun look for the nighttime. But trust me, I would have more than enough time to pack my makeup. Trust me. Number 7, your house has been robbed. Don't worry, everyone is safe, but your beauty stash has been raided. What's the product you really hope is safe? So this one is kind of tricky because even though I love my makeup and I'm obsessed and I love everything in here, I wouldn't panic too much. I really wouldn't panic too much. And I could probably replace most things. The only things that I know I couldn't replace are things that were limited edition and that they're so rare you can't find them anymore, and things that I truly 100% love and I do not want to live without. And that would be this guy here. This is my Perfectly Poised Mineralized Skin Finish. And I've talked about this. It was limited edition. Alright, so I'm a woman, I'm entitled to change my mind, but really and truly, I wasn't thinking too clearly about that question in the video while I was recording, and what I would be really upset about would be my MAC loose pigments. I have a lot of pigments, I have a lot of the original pigments, and I love them. A lot of them are rare, so these are a part of my collection that even if I was dismantling the whole thing and getting rid of everything, these would be the last to go because I prize them so much. I love them so much. I mean, I have blue, one of the originals. This is, I'm obsessed. And Polished Ivory, oh my god, when I just started my blog, I was so obsessed with this, and this is one of my treasures. And I'm sure you guys have heard about Clear Sky Blue. Oh my god. Obsessed. And another one that I just can't get enough of is Cool Pink. So I would really not want anything to happen to these. These are my babies and I love them so much. So this is what I definitely go and check for first to make sure they were safe. And last up is number 8. Your friend borrows your makeup and returns it in awful condition. Do you A, just pretend you haven't noticed? B, ask them to repurchase it? Or C, secretly do the same to something of theirs? That is just terrible. You are terrible. You give me 3 options. Alright, let's see. I wouldn't do something to something of theirs. I wouldn't do the same. That's mean. We're friends. Like, really? That's what you do your friend them? No. I probably wouldn't ask them to repurchase it either unless it was something that I couldn't do without, and with a stash like this, most of my friends can pretty much come and get anything. Like, they pick out something and really like it and I'm like, you can have it. And I wouldn't pretend that I didn't notice either, because that is not me. I'm very outspoken. I speak up. I'm like, really? I say I gotta bring back my things, mash up and look bad? Really? Really? This is all your move? I would let them know, you know, but I wouldn't necessarily ask them to repurchase it unless they chose to, and unless it was something that was really treasured that I really love and I really wanted back, then I'd be like, really, you're gonna need to repurchase it. So it's like you get my answer. Like, I wouldn't do the first one and I wouldn't do the last one. So it's probably B, ask them to repurchase it. But again, it's unless it's something really, really, really near and dear to my heart that I can't live without, I wouldn't mind. But they would hear my mouth. I would really let them know. Like, really? Yeah, they'd know. So that's it. That's my beauty scenario tag. Thanks again to Dawn for tagging me, because I'm one of the cool kids now. And if you guys want to do this tag, definitely do it. And do we still have video responses to videos? I don't know, but link the video, you know, tell me that you've done the tag and I'll check yours out, because this is actually a fun tag and I'd love to see what others say. So definitely, if you like this video, hit thumbs up, share it with your friends and favorite, you know, all that good stuff to show your support, because it definitely helps me to get more views and all that good stuff, and, you know, get the word out there about the fancy face. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Links will be below to my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where you can follow me along when I'm not posting videos. And until my next video, which will be soon, actually it's going to be right now because I'm going to record another video, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.